Someone in the comments was asking me if I had any experience with Millennium Media. And I know John LeGroux, the owner of Millennium Media, and he's always been really nice to me when he would see me at trade shows. And the company as a whole, just such a class act. But their stuff, their 8-channel mic pre, the HV3D 8, that was the one I sold most of, because people, when they wanted very clean, a lot of headroom, multi-channel mic pre, that was the one I would recommend right away. But there was a point where I had to liquidate a studio, and they had gobs of Millennium Media. I mean, they had the Origin, which is their channel strip. They had the 8-channel units. They had the 2-channel mic pre. They had their EQ. So all really great stuff, and I got to use all of it, and it was just very clean. But they came out with this twin topology idea, which is pretty interesting idea. So you could switch it from being solid state to using tubes in the unit, so you could change the color. And I think you could do that on the Origin. You could do that for each stage too. I'm not sure, but I thought you could. But if you see these things up close, they're built like tanks, and the finish work is like jewelry. I mean, the knobs, when you touch them, there's no wiggling around like you see on some of these other mic pre's. It's just solid, and it just feels really good when you're using it. But the front of it, even I think the back panel too is I don't know if it's uh, a big piece of aluminum or steel, but it's really thick. It's kind of like the Focusrite Red series, but also the paint on these things is like a glossy black. So a very cool construction, and all the gear that they make is made at that same quality. And it used to be, if you wanted something clean, if you're recording, classical or jazz or just no coloration, you would recommend the Millennium Media stuff. But that's not always the case now with the twin topology stuff. And they put that in a few of their units. I think it had it in the EQ too, and in their compressor. That you could switch that on and off, which is very cool. They even have a 500 series module, which is very cool. So, I mean, that's my story with the Millennium Media. I've sold them. They sound great. The quality is there. I mean, it's above and beyond a lot of the stuff that's out there. And the owner of the company, John LeGroux, nice person. I think this national sales manager was Joel Silverman, who was at Lexicon, and then he went to Millennium Media. I don't know if he's there anymore, but he was always a gentleman too. So that's the kind of companies you like to deal with. But that's my story about Millennium Media. Good stuff.